In this module, I will go over how you can sign up for a Psychology Today profile. If you already have a Psychology Today profile, please skip this module, the next module, and start the third module, which would be search behavior. Within the sign up page, the first thing you need to do is choose your username. It could be anything that you would want. Just make sure it is something that you can easily remember. Sometimes folks might enter their first and last name plus license credentials, such as Omar Ruiz, LMFT. Next, you're going to choose a password, which needs to be 8 or more characters long with a mix of upper and lowercase plus numbers. Then you want to enter in your email address. Now, one thing to keep in mind, especially if you are new to private practice, is that you need a HIPAA compliant email address. The reason for this is when clients are communicating with you, especially electronically through an email, there's a high likelihood that they might share some personal health information with you. When getting a referral, especially through email, you want to ensure that your email address is encrypted. Encryption services helps protect your client's confidential information, and as part of your professional responsibility, you need to make sure that you're adhering to the HIPAA guidelines. Now, if you don't have a HIPAA compliant email address, you can always sign up for Google Workspace. I must share that I am an affiliate of Google Workspace. So what that means is that if you do sign up and pay for a Google Workspace membership, I do get a small commission. If interested, I will leave a link within the comments of this module. Plus, if you sign up and pay for an entire year using the business starter plan, you can get 10% off. Heading back to the sign up page, next, you're going to select the country you're practicing out of. Then you're going to select your role as a mental health provider. Their list has been fine-tuned with different roles such as social workers, professional counselors, marriage and family therapists, psychiatrists, psychologist, and so forth. Lastly, you're going to check on the box that says I'm not a robot, and finally click next. On the next screen, you're going to fill out some basic information of your practice. This first starts off with entering in your first, middle, and last name. The next section is where you will write down your credentials, whether it's your degree or license acronym. After that, there's an option where you can click if you want to use a company name instead of your real name. I find that this tends to be helpful for group practices or if you are working to build a brand for your counseling business. The next piece is to enter your practice location. What's important to know about this section is that even if you have an online, virtual, or telehealth-based private practice, you're still required to enter in a location. This is because the way clients start the process of trying to find a therapist on Psychology Today is that they need to enter in their preferred city or zip code. Now, what you will notice after selecting an address is that Psychology Today will offer you the option to hide that address from the public view. So in the event you manage an online private practice, then you can simply add your home address and then select the Hide Your Profile option, which will hide this street address from the public view. Next, you will enter in your phone number. If you consider getting Google Workspace, you may also want to consider getting Google Voice, which is their business version and is also HIPAA compliant. Now, if you aren't in the financial position to invest in a HIPAA compliant phone, Psychology Today does offer each member the ability to use a pseudo number, which will disguise your original number. This pseudo number comes in handy if you don't want clients to have access to your actual real number. You can also use the pseudo number to keep track of all the calls that you get and referrals that are coming in. You're then going to click Next, which will bring you to the next page. This is where you will need to enter in your credentials, which requires you to enter in your license information. Now, if you are pre-licensed, you will be required to enter in your supervisor's information as well as their license number, the state that they are licensed in, and any information that might be required. If you do not have any license, such as being a life coach, there are some limited options of providers that could be selected from, as well as the type of credentials that are associated with that role. Once entered, you will then press Next. You have now reached the last stage of signing up, which is to enter in your billing information. After submitting this information, you will be sent to a welcome screen, by which it will inform you that your information will be reviewed and verified by a Psychology Today staff member. Once verified, that is when you're able to access your Psychology Today profile so that you can make changes to it before you publish it. With this, please head to the next module, by which I will go over the Psychology Today profile.